Welcome to my video on coaching and playing the modern wingback position in soccer. As you probably know, the wingback position used to be called the fullback position, an outside defender. This position has changed radically through the last, say, 15 years. The wingback is required to almost be like a winger nowadays, up and down the field. Fitness levels have to be high, technical ability has to be high. What I've done in this book, in this video, is give you a few different scenarios of where the wingback should be positioned in the different phases of play, and also give you a little bit of a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball where the wingback should be positioned. Enjoy the video. This first slide here is about decision making. It's called Read the Play. So if you'll notice, the number 6, the defensive center mid, has the ball and is facing the left side of the field. The left winger, the number 11, cuts in, opening up space down the channel for the left wing back, the number 3, to get forward. Now, the number 3 will get forward in this case because the number 6 sees the number 3. The runs between the number 3 and the number 11 should be coordinated, well-timed runs. So as number 11, the winger, cuts in, number 3 recognizes the space and breaks down into the channel. The number 2 wingback on the opposite side of the field is going to hold his run because right now there's no chance of him really getting the ball from the number 6 because the number 6 is not looking in his direction. If the number 6 had turned to the number 8, the passing center mid, and given him the ball, now the number 2, the right wingback, can make that space going forward. These slides are all about making you think as a coach and a player what you would do in that situation. This next slide shows the number 2, the right wingback, making that space because at this point now, the number 8, the passing center mid, is facing the direction of the right wingback. Now, the number 11 is coming down to pressure the passing center mid, the number 8. So the number 2, the right wingback, would make all that available space. The number 7, the winger, could stay out wide and then cut in behind the defending number 3 on the orange team for a possible penetrating through ball between the center back, number 5, and the number 3. The number 7, the right winger, could also cut inside in between the defensive line and the midfield line. That would leave the number 2, the right wingback, space to widen the field going down the channel on that right-hand side. Obviously, the number 3 wingback is not going to commit forward unless number 2 gets the ball and can break into that space. Then the number 3 can start to commit forward to give us width. However, at this point, he can stay where he is. If you want to be more conservative, he can wait until the ball is actually switched into the center of the midfield to make his space. It really depends on your own preference. Now, if number 2 is forced backwards with the ball, the number 3 would definitely hold his position. Now we take a look at the defensive side of the ball. If you see the left wing back, the number 3, as the number 10 starts to get halfway in between himself and the center back, number 4, he will pass the number 10 on to the center back, number 4. The pass will be both verbal and a visual pass, and then the number 3 will go back into his space. As you see, the number 7, the right winger, is pressuring the ball, so the number 2, the right wing back, steps up just a little bit, and if you see the space in between the midfield line and defensive line, there is a line that divides that. If the number 10 decided to go up and break that middle line going towards the number 11, the number 3, the left wing back, would let that number 10 go to the number 11 and switch back into his zone in the back line. But he would follow him up to that yellow line and then verbally and visually switch to the number 11. This is a simple slide that just shows lines of depth. So if the right wing back, the number 2, is pressuring the ball, he shows the first line of defense right there, and there is 2 lines of depth. The number 2 is the first line, you could see with that dotted yellow line, and the number 4, 5, the center backs, and number 3, the left wing back, are in the second line of depth. So the first person is pressuring the ball, that's pressure. The 5 is cover, the 4 is balance, and the number 3, the left wing back, is also a balancing defender. In this slide, you'll see what 3 lines of depth look like. You have the right wing back number 2 as the pressure, the center backs as cover number 5, and the other center back as balance number 4, along with the left wing back number 3 is the third line of balance as well. So that's 3 lines of depth. The only thing you have to be concerned out with here is that behind the number 2 and the number 5 is some space for attackers to exploit and still be on sides. The more lines of depth that you have, the more areas for attackers to sneak in and still be on side. However, against a very fast team, sometimes to have more lines of depth is better than to be too flat for sure. Thanks for watching Coaching and Playing the Modern Wingback Position in Soccer. What I've attempted to do in this book is present you with some slides that make you think about the positioning of the wingback. I give you suggestions about where the wingback should be in all 3 phases of the game: the defensive phase, the midfield phase, and the attacking phase. So it is a book that makes you think and makes you think about the positioning of the wingback at all times. I also go into the demands, the technical demands, the physical demands of the wingbacks. Everything is available in this book on Amazon.com, along with my other books. Stay tuned for videos and audiobooks coming out soon. Take care.